All right, show before the show.
Show before the show.
Mark, I know this is a sports show, but bin Laden's dead. A great day for our country.
Transcendent topic, which will bridge everybody today, more than being a Carolina Panthers fan, more than being a Tar Heel, NC State Wolfpack, Duke Blue Devil, UNC Charlotte 49er fan. We're all Americans first. And it's just, finally, we got him. He's dead, brought him to justice, and now our country, it'll never bring those thousands and thousands of people back, but guess what? It'll help ease the pain.
And what's cool about it, too, is it impacted the sports world then, and it should impact the sports world now.
Well, the Mets Phillies last night,
in a very positive way.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about how it impacted sports 10 years ago, and it brought out the very best in us as fans,
athletes,
and athletes, the way that we behaved. You certainly hope that that's again the case now. It also puts things in perspective, too. So many times we react outrageously to a sporting event, you know, and I think it absolutely puts things in proper perspective. But you mentioned the Mets Phillies. It was so neat to see that, to hear. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that USA chant last night. Was just so
and trust me, I can tell you from experience as a Mets fan, lifelong, we hate the Phillies as much as any other team out there. And for the Mets and Phillies fans to galvanize, even David Wright mentioned it. He goes, that was great.
It really was. And I think tonight, if you're watching an NBA game tonight or a Major League Baseball game, when they play the anthem or God Bless America tonight.
Speaking of that, before we move on, the guy that sung the national anthem for the Blackhawks and also the Bears game, Jim Cornelius, is singing at the Bulls game and bringing out 2 vets.
And they're going to air it on TNT.
TNT, 8 o'clock. Don't miss it.
He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal.
Your hair make you stand up.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Well, your hair will turn gray. Oh, it's too bad.
All right, moving on to sports. What grade would you give the Panthers draft?
C.
You would?
Maybe C minus.
Mel Kiper gave him that.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan. The Buccaneers, Mark Dominic, GQ model. The guy just hit it out of the park again. They got Adrian Claiborne. They stole Daquan Bowers, who a lot of people had the #1 pick in the draft. And oh, by the way, they got this guy who was part of 2 national championships at Florida, Ahmad Black out of Lakeland. It was just New Orleans got Ingram and Jordan. Atlanta got Julio Jones and Matt Posh.
I think Atlanta gave up way too much.
They did way too much. They mortgaged. That was a Mike Ditka, Ricky Williams.
Saints and Bucks to me had the best in the.
They killed it.
Do you think the Panthers will start Cam from day one?
No. And they better not, especially if you miss training camp. You cannot start this guy. You don't want to throw this kid to the fire and have him become David Carr 2.0.
If there's no football for if there's no football in July or August, listen to you, Tony. Jeez.
What a jabroni.
Time out. This could be Charlie Dayton. Hello, this is Hitman. Yeah, call me back, Michael.
Listen to this.
But.
It's not.
It wasn't Charlie Dayton, so.
Yeah, it sounded like a girl.
Anyway, as we were saying,
do you have Viber on your phone?
If there's a normal season, like off season, I think they would start him from day one. I really do. Whether I don't know that I agree with that, but I think they would.
I think Panthers fans wouldn't care.
But if all of a sudden they don't show up till you can't, if he's got no, practice time or no preseason or anything, so it's going to be interesting.
Here's the question to ask: as a Panther fan, do you want to see him start day one? I wouldn't. I want to see this guy get enough practice, like Mark said, and reps as possible.
Yeah, of course you start.
Throw him to the Wolves right away?
Yeah.
Wow.
Work for Peyton Manning.
Is Tom O'Brien screwing up by letting Russell Wilson go?
Yes.
No,
The guy's the best quarterback in the ACC.
He didn't win nothing.
By the way, Russell Wilson. Hey, Taylor, I got 3 words for you, pal. He's got a release, right?
Yeah.
He can transfer anywhere in the country. Right?
Yeah.
In the ACC?
Not in the ACC.
Not in the ACC?
You can't go anywhere in the ACC or anyone on the NC
That's a
State
buzzkill. He could seriously go to, LSU.
He could go to LSU.
They need him.
South Carolina is already considering him.
No, we don't need him.
You better get used to it.
If you got Russell Wilson, you're probably going to the national championship.
He never won nothing.
Q, if you get Russell...
He didn't win an ACC championship.
Who did he have around him?
Thank you.
Nobody around him.
Nothing around him, man.
Nothing around him.
He never won an ACC championship.
Q,
It's kind of like me on this show. I got nothing around him.
Hey, Q, who's that great running back last year for South Carolina?
Lattimore.
You put him there.
We don't need him. We want an SEC East without him.
You know who's better than Steven Garcia? Russell Wilson.
Nah,
he's 10 times.
He's torn on against Russell Wilson.
We hope to have Marty Herney today. Sal Palantonio on the show. Wells Fargo Championship Week. We'll talk about that, and we got Paco's Tacos. What you got today, Q?
I got to talk about the Jordan Gross kickball tournament.
Also
got to talk about some guy named Joe Person who tried to play me in the paper today. Also, Paul Pierce and Evander Holyfield.
All right, show before the show.